Hi, welcome to another episode of Broadcasting Northwest Florida. I'm Jennifer Connolly with Florida's Great Northwest, and today we're featuring one of our companies within Northwest Florida, AppRiver, a Zix company. And today with AppRiver, I have Justin Gilbert. He's the Senior Director of Channel Marketing, and we're so delighted to have you today, Justin. I'm really excited for you to share a little bit more about what your company does with our audience today.
Yeah, thanks, Jennifer. I really appreciate it. AppRiver was founded in Gulf Breeze back a long, long time ago. Back in, I think it was 2001 or 2002. My history is a little bit foggy. And back then, when AppRiver was founded by the founders Mike Murdoch and Joel Smith, this region was, kind of a perfect place for them for a lot of different things. And I think we'll get into that in just a moment. But what our company has started off doing and what it's evolved into is just kind of an iteration on what it started as. So it started off as a cybersecurity company back before there was such a thing as cybersecurity. A long time ago, I think it was just spam filtering is what you called it. Over the years, we started offering email hosting services for companies of all sizes. And then we branched into what is now known as Microsoft 365. And so we are one of the largest Microsoft 365 providers. So when you get your email and you have your Microsoft 365 email and your PowerPoint and Word and all that stuff, we're one of the largest providers of that outside of Microsoft themselves. And so we work primarily through resellers, and these are people who resell our services to small business owners. We work with those because they have a lot of technical expertise. There's a lot of fantastic ones in this area. One of my favorites, of course, is Digital Boardwalk. They're a fantastic, provider here in this area that we work closely with. And what they do is they basically provide the support and they provide the services and the billing, so the customer doesn't have to then work through a vendor like us. So now we've evolved beyond just spam filtering into a full cybersecurity solution. We have what we call the Secure Modern Workplace, which really is a full suite of services that wrap around and provide additional protection to customers' mailboxes that are reside within Microsoft 365. And so that's email security, what we call email threat protection. We have advanced email threat protection, email encryption. We have digital signing. We have large file transfer, and then email archiving. And now one of our newest acquisitions is actually a company out of Israel, which is called Cloud Ally, and they provide cloud backup solutions because there's all this importance around if something happens to your service, like let's say your email service is hacked or something happens to it, you want to be able to recover that data that you had quickly and easily without much effort. And so now we provide that as well.
Justin, thank you so much for sharing an overview of what your company does. It's such an important space with the cybersecurity realm that that continues to change. I'd really love for you to kind of go back to the beginning and explain to our audience why Northwest Florida was an attractive place to start up this company, and then why you continue to choose to operate in the region.
Sure. So, what's interesting, so I joined the company back in 2007. I think I was employee number 20 or 25. And the company had already been running for a few years by that point. I think it was about 5 years by that point. And it was founded by Mike Murdoch and Joel Smith, who still live in this area. I'm going to try to not put too many words in their mouth because it was their baby when they started it. But a couple of the major reasons they chose this area back then, and those reasons are even more true today than they were then, was they wanted a place that was attractive to talent, right? They wanted a place that drew in people who wanted to live in an area that was, had sunshine and beaches and the super white beaches, right? So has this great, sort of vacation feel all the time. And so your weekends are filled with kayaking and fishing and, deep sea fishing and all this amazing stuff. They wanted a place that was really attractive to talent. They wanted a place where it already had a deep pool of resources in terms of employees that they could hire in and that had a really good technical aptitude. And they also wanted a place where, you know, the cost of living wasn't just ridiculously insane like you have in, you know, West Coast and upper Northeast areas. And so the Pensacola area really fit that bill. And you know, our headquarters are here in Gulf Breeze, so we're right in between the beach and Pensacola. So we have the kind of the best of all worlds. We get to, you know, after drinks or after dinner, we get to actually after drinks we go work. No, after work we go to have a couple of drinks out at the beach, and it's this really fantastic vibe that just attracts a lot of people to this area. So it met all three of those things initially, right? You know, you have low cost of living, you have a fantastic workforce that you can pull in that are technically adept, and then you have something that's really attractive to new hires. And over time, that's evolved into something that's a far richer experience, because you have, you know, I mean, one really good example, and there's lots of examples, but one really good example is UWF's Center for Cybersecurity. That entire effort that team has built up there to, you know, to train and to kind of build this whole thing that's providing a lot of fantastic employees for companies like us and other companies in the industry as well. But we've worked with them really closely. We've hired talent out of their school, and of course, there's also been a trade. You know, we have two of our previous employees who've moved over into to work for the for UWF Center for Cybersecurity. Gretchen Clark and Jim Rhodes are two of those. So, you know, what's happened is that we have what evolved, or what started as something where we wanted a really good location to attract talent, has just gotten better and better over the years. And the cost of living is still fantastic. I travel a lot, and every time I go anywhere else and talk to my friends in other cities, I'm still blown away at how much they pay to live in a small place, where I live in a fantastic place right near the beach for next to nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more with you that we have all of the pieces of the pie, and they're just here waiting for, and a lot of times I think it's an unkept secret that
Yeah,
you know, is
I know
still out.
it's always tough. Like, do you want to tell more people to come here, or do you not?
That
I know we definitely need more people to come here, but it's one of those things where it's kind of like this little secret thing where, you know, our cost of living is low, our beaches are amazing, and we have these fantastic things like the baseball stadium on the water. I mean, who has that? Nobody has that. It's crazy.
Yes, I agree. And you can't overlook our people either. So great culture. Northwest Florida is a great place to be. So Justin, I so appreciate you spending time with us today on this episode of Broadcasting Northwest Florida. And I thank you all for tuning in. And please continue to engage with us. And as always, never hesitate to reach out if you're interested in learning more about this great place.